Yes, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
No, not yet. Not yet. The entertainment is about to start.
And today is so special because you know what? I'm not even wearing my glasses, man. I hope you picked that one up because we've reached a milestone, man.
Yes,
but once again, we hope you are entertained. And just in case you don't know, welcome to another brand new episode of Lead Now, an amazing show all about covering the significant aspects around the concept of leadership. And I go by the name of Rendani Tshivhula, aka Rendi, your number one MC. And I'm joined by
Anton, your number one. It doesn't sound right.
The bomb
That
has
is
to come.
not a good jingle. I am not a bomb. I'm more like a firecracker. So you want me to explode? It's going to be like.
Your number 100 shooter.
And bomb and Anton doesn't rhyme. So we need to get a new one.
We need to work on
I
something.
am Anton. That's me.
Fenter.
Anton Fenter.
And if you've just joined us, I mean, you'll know that we actually cover the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by Dr. John C Maxwell. So, and I mean, joining us throughout the series, of course, that's what we've been covering. And a big round of applause as well to Dr. John C Maxwell.
Yes,
Yeah.
and today's a significant episode.
Yeah.
Because we're talking 21 laws, and today is episode 11.
Come on.
So we are past halfway on this series.
Double figures.
Yes.
We're past halfway. I'm not wearing glasses. Are you not entertained? I mean, come on. What else are you looking for? Today's law, ladies and gentlemen, is law number 11. I know it's Anton's favorite one. The law of the inner circle.
Yes.
Without wasting any time, Anton, let's not waste any time because I know time is precious with this one. What's the law of the inner circle all about?
You know, it's about the people you surround yourself with.
Yes.
When I grew up, I was often told that you become like the people who are around you.
Yes.
That's why I was forever told, make sure you pick your friends right.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you don't have friends who are going to drag you down. I don't know if you guys ever heard that.
Yep.
But I grew up with that a lot, and I was lucky. I actually made good choices. I had good friends at school,
Yeah.
good friends at varsity, and good friends in my working life. And
Yeah.
I still, right up to date, still have good friends. People who hold me accountable, and people that I hold accountable.
Yes.
And we build each other up. So if I call you my friend, then it means that I really invest in you.
Come on.
And I really believe in you as somebody that can walk a path with me as well. But that's the law of the inner circle,
Yeah.
you know, in broad terms.
Yeah.
But in terms of leadership, you got to understand that you as a leader need to surround yourself with people who are going to help you elevate yourself.
Yes.
Who are going to help you grow to the next level, who are going to help you become better. You as a person as well as your organization.
Yeah.
We learned about the law of the lead.
Yes.
Right
we
at the
did.
first law. And if I do not surround myself with good people, then there's a lid.
Yes.
So I want to get people around me that's going to raise that lid. Okay, so my organization can grow, my team can become better because of the people that we have in that team.
Yes, yes.
That is the inner circle. So that inner circle helps me become better. So a leader must surround himself with people that he can work with and that he trusts.
I love that. And I mean, not to romanticize it, I've made bad choices as well. And I've also been surrounded by negative people. And guess what? From a progressive life, I started going down. And then we have to talk about it because that's how we relate to it. And the inner circle is important because it determines who you become. But let's talk about what kind of people do you want to bring, you want to invite in your inner circle if you want to prosper.
Well, the thing is now, the people that you want in there, there's two things to understand. Yes, there are some kind of people that you want in your inner circle, and there are some kind of people that you don't want.
Yes.
So if you're asking me about people that I want around me in that inner circle, first of all, I want people who lead their lives well.
Come on.
Because if I have a guy in my inner circle who leads his life well, then it means it's a person of character.
Yeah.
A person with integrity.
Yes.
A person that teaches people with respect. So it's a person that I can trust and that I can work with. So guys who lead their own lives well can lead others.
Yes.
And that's what I want in that inner circle first. I want oaks who are comfortable in their own skin. who make the right choices
Yes.
for themselves. That's the first most important thing.
Okay.
Secondly, you want guys who's going to raise the morale of the people. You know, you get some people who are just naturally negative and they tend to break people down and cut them down.
I agree.
Those guys pull the whole team down. They become a lid
Yes.
on the team. And I actually want exactly the opposite. I want Oaks to do that.
Yeah.
You know, who lifts the morale. I've got a few friends like that. You know, guys who really bring in energy into the team. It's like the sun rises when they walk into the room.
Yeah.
And those are the type of guys. You know, a good friend of mine, Dylan Taljaard, is a person like that. He's just, everybody loves this guy. He spends 5 minutes in your company and people love him.
Yeah.
Why? Because he actually takes his eyes off himself and he puts it on the other people.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Dylan. We see you.
Yes, man. Yes. So that's the type of people you want. Guys who lift that morale, who make people feel good about themselves. You know, and who just builds that team.
Yeah.
Thirdly, you want guys that will help you improve as a leader. Okay, so I'm a person. I'm a leader, and I'm the leader of this team.
Yeah.
And I behave a certain way, right? This is me, boom. But I need to become better every day.
Yes.
Right. I mean, the concept of professional development in the workplace.
Yes, CPD.
Is something we got to grow every day. Understand? And that is what we have to do as leaders. We got to grow. We cannot stagnate because change happens every day.
Yes.
It's either positive change or it's negative change, but you're never just going to stand still.
100%.
So if you don't grow, you actually decline. Yes.
Yeah.
So you want guys around you that help you grow.
I love
guys that add to your value and that helps you, that makes you better, that enhances you, that supports you.
Yeah.
And that give you what you need to become a better leader. That's the type of guys you want. You also want people who will develop and raise up other team members. So you don't want guys in your team who are just focused on themselves.
Yes.
You want guys in your team who magnify and multiply the organization by investing in the people under them.
Yeah.
Who's going to raise them up. Not guys who are intimidated or threatened by the people around them.
Yes.
Okay, that's an important thing. And then finally, you really want people that you trust.
Come on.
And can depend on.
Yeah.
And that is important. Right.
Yeah. I love that. And I think it's all about the value system and one's character.
Yes.
It has to be in line with yours. You
Yes.
know? But it's very easy to believe that the people around you are good. You can get very much confused. So what type of people do you not want in your inner circle?
First of all, people with the same weaknesses as you.
Okay.
Okay, because guys, unfortunately, I have to tell you that all of us have weaknesses. Okay, there's not one perfect person currently on this planet.
Yeah.
Okay, we had one many years ago,
Aha.
but today
latest
there's
one.
no perfect
Yeah.
people. Okay, so we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. And what you don't want is you don't want to exemplify or accentuate or multiply your weaknesses by getting a whole bunch of other guys in your team who's got the same weaknesses as you. You actually want people who are strong where you are weak. That's very, very important. So getting people who are exactly like you are never a good idea.
Yes.
So I do not want to have guys on my team who have exactly the same weaknesses as I do. I need oaks who are strong where I am weak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very, very important. So I have to think carefully about that one. You see, we tend to, because we form a connection with guys and we feel comfortable with certain oaks, we tend to do that with guys who are sometimes exactly like we are. And that is not a very healthy thing. Yes, you want guys who strengthen and support you, but if we bring in too many guys with the same weakness, then we magnify that weakness.
Yes.
And the team must be a complete team. So there's no perfect people, but there are perfect teams.
Yes.
And the teams are teams, perfect teams are teams where we have individuals with strengths in every area.
Yes.
So when we look overall, then all the areas are covered by people with strengths.
Yeah.
Right. The second type of person you don't want in your inner circle is the person who undermines you.
Yeah.
Right. I've worked in a team like that, where the leader was up here and one of the guys in the inner circle actually looked for reasons to make this guy look bad the whole time. And you can't have that because that team will not be a normal, functioning, healthy team.
That's a lack of respect as well.
Yes, it is. You know, it's actually a sign that that guy thinks he's better than the leader. and he doesn't believe in the leader. And if you have a guy who doesn't believe in the leader, he shouldn't be following that leader. So he shouldn't be part of that team. He shouldn't be part of that. Never mind in a circle. He shouldn't be part of the team.
Yeah.
You know, that's how simple it is. And because you want the leader to have people that buy into his vision.
100%.
That's important.
Yeah.
Also, you don't want guys who oppose you in everything. So every time you make some proposal, this guy's headstrong.
Yeah.
Yes, you do want guys to share their own opinions. You know, so as a team, I need everyone in my team to own their space. But you don't want guys here that's going to come against you on every single thing you propose. Right. In other words, everything now must first be a debate.
Yes.
Because then we are just going to sit in meetings the whole day and never get anything done. Right.
I agree.
And at the same time, you don't want guys who agree with everything. So you don't want these yes brothers.
Those are dangerous.
Yes. So whatever the leader says, we all just go yes, 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 yes. You know.
Yeah.
That's not healthy either. So that's another one. And then the last one is you don't want people of weak character.
Come on, there we go.
So you cannot have people in your team that you do not trust. People who are going to lie or, you know, guys, it's just dodgy.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be in any team. The people who are there are your core. They are strength.
Yeah.
They must be good.
Okay, I like that. Now, is there ever a limitation, especially when we talk about inner circle? So let me re-emphasize this question. When do you know that you have the perfect inner circle? And you know, maybe you can now stop developing it. Is there ever that time?
Never. You might have that perfect inner circle for a day. But tomorrow is going to be different.
But what if things are going well? You're surrounded by people. There's growth in your company.
Then the thing is, then there's growth in the individuals as well. So in that inner circle, so now I've got the right guys in my inner circle.
Yes.
But now I develop those guys as well.
Oh,
so there's never a point of we just sit back and say, okay, guys, we've reached it.
You mentioned continuous professional development as well.
So we need to grow as individuals. So in that team, we might eventually reach a place where we got the right people in every single position.
Yeah.
But now I must develop those guys. It's just like in the rugby team.
Yes.
You know, I use rugby as an example a lot because I'm a coach. But I want to get the right guys in the right positions, and then I make you the best in your position. So that whole thing about there's no I in team, it's nonsense. On a rugby field, there's 15 players in that team.
So
there
15
are 15 eyes in the team. And if I make each eye the best it could be, then my team becomes unstoppable.
That's systematic thinking. That's systematic thinking, Anton.
Thank you, Randy.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. But now, everything needs a sense of measurement, all right? How do you evaluate your success with the inner circles you've built over the years and the times that you've, invested in it?
You know, I've worked in 8 different jobs.
Yeah.
With 8 different teams, 8 different bosses. This is my 8th one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my current team, if I look at them, I've got a brilliant inner circle. In actual fact, the whole School of Leadership, I wouldn't be able to do it if I didn't have the people in my inner circle that I've got now. If I didn't have my business partner that I've got now, I would still be at a school working with one school and a couple of kids. It's because of the business partner that I have, who's a proper businessman, who knows how to make this concept what we are doing feasible, so that we can roll it out, that we are able to do it. So I need people like that. I need a guy like you who are excellent in marketing and who are taking control of that area, and I don't need to worry about it because you are in control there. Understand? And I can mention other members of my team. I've got an excellent lead facilitator like Asanda, who's going to run my camps. He's brilliant. He's got 10 years of experience, and he's brilliant. You must feel his energy on the camps.
You gotta love it.
You know, we've got the Mies who runs our social media, who's absolutely brilliant. You know, she develops all these promotional material that I'm using. She does that, and she's fantastic. You know, we have Victoria who builds all our sites, you know, our platforms, and we have Tsepo who's our cameraman.
Come on, shout out to you. He's dancing like this now.
And our producer, you know, this guy's like a famous producer.
He's
who
a
does
machine.
movie shows and stuff. So we got quality people in our inner circle. Guys that we can trust in every part of the business who are doing a fantastic job. So this team
and we've got you, Anton Venter.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm part of that.
Yeah,
and I bring what I bring. But what's important is you guys got to understand is I've got weaknesses, and I've made sure I've got people around me who are strong in my areas of weakness.
Yes.
Okay, that's critical. So I've got a strong team. And looking back at my career, I've had strong teams at times. If I look at my coaching, for example, I've worked with different coaches. And the two teams that I look back to that I really think, yes, those were excellent teams. I go look at the guys who were working with me at that time, and they were fantastic teams, fantastic people, fantastic coaches.
Yeah.
I've got a guy that I coached with most recently, Jason Bosman.
Oh, bossy.
Oh, Bossy is excellent.
Yeah.
But when he started, he wasn't quite there. But he developed into that role where eventually I could stand back and he could take over and run it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what you want. That was a fantastic team. We knew exactly who's bringing what to the table.
Yeah.
And then I have worked with guys that I simply couldn't work with.
I hope that's not me, okay? I hope that's not me. I hope I'm not. It's not one of those people.
No, it's not you. Don't worry, it's not you. Right.
Okay.
Now, this specific guy, he coached with me.
Yes.
And when I take a group of boys, it's a group, we're a team. So I've got an A side, B side, C side with their coaches, all working with me.
Yes.
We work in the same direction. This specific coach, I had him in charge of the B team, and he simply wanted to do his own thing.
Yeah.
So he took his team, they developed their own moves and calls, so they didn't transfer what we are doing together. Now, it's important that a boy from a B side that comes up into A team needs to have exactly the same. You can't have different calls, because then those boys need to relearn.
True that.
And I had one specific guy in that inner circle who was working with those boys who simply didn't fit. So it happens sometimes that you have people who shouldn't be in that inner circle.
100%. I love that. And I think it's very important for anyone who's watching this episode to understand that you need to protect your inner circle. It's not about the quantity. It's more of the quality that's there. Time is going. All right?
It's not because of me. You're talking about it.
In conclusion, words of wisdom around the law of the inner circle. This is probably one of the most powerful episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. I want to say to you that your success in life is determined by the people around you to an extent.
Yeah.
So your success as a leader is also determined by the people that you have closest to you in your team. You mustn't feel threatened by strong people in your team.
Yes.
In actual fact, you want strong people in your team. Our next law that we are going to talk about is the law of empowerment. There we actually talk about how to make those people in your inner circle even stronger.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want. You want to surround yourself with people who are strong where you are weak.
Yeah.
People who can actually do this to the organization, help you grow. You want to also make sure that I get good inner circles around each of those people.
Come on.
So if I have these oaks around me, I want people around them who are amplifying them, who are helping them become better.
I love that.
Now in my career, I've been, as I mentioned, I've been in 8 different jobs, working under 8 different bosses, part of 8 different teams. And there were some of those teams where I was one of the strong members in the inner circle, where I amplified and I helped and I supported. That's what I always try to do. Whenever I work with a leader, I got you back. I will go and tell you that. I will let you know that I am here to support you and help you, and I will do everything I can to help you. And in most of my teams, I've been in that position. But I have also been in a position where I was the inherited member of the team. In other words, I was in place and a new boss came in and the new boss inherited me. And the new boss didn't necessarily connect with what I brought to the table. So I was the member in the inner circle that actually didn't belong there because I didn't fully fit the profile of what this new leader was looking for. So I didn't amplify this specific person's ideas. So even though I submitted myself to this leader and I mentioned to this leader that I am there to support and help and everything else, I knew I didn't fit in. And I knew that I had to get myself out of that situation. Right? Not so much for me, but for this new leader. Because it's important that the leader has an inner circle that the leader feels comfortable with. That is critical. So that inner circle is important. And therefore, I did move myself out of that role. And I actually moved on to a different role in a different team. And that is what you have to remember. The inner circle is important. The people in that inner circle must have synergy. They must complement each other. and they must make sure that this team is the strongest possible team it could be.
Thank you, Dr. John C. Maxwell. We recognize you always. And thank you for joining us on another episode of Lead Now. Cheers!
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of Lead Now, proudly brought to you by the School of Leadership Africa. Please remember to follow us on our social media. You can find us on Facebook at the School of Leadership and also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SoulAfrica_ZA. Thanks for tuning in.